Hi there, and welcome to the month 8 video for the Primrose Garden block of the month. This month the block we are making is a Father's Choice variation, and there's kind of a funny story behind that. It's actually a variation because when I originally designed the quilt, I put a Father's Choice block in it. But a Father's Choice block looks like this. It has 5 equal parts, and you cannot make this block in an 8-inch finished size, which I learned when I tried to put it together at retreat last year. So I had already had it in the quilt and in all the promotional stuff, so I had to kind of fudge it and make it work in an 8-inch finished size, and this is what I ended up with. So all that I did was I made these a little bit smaller, and I actually kind of like the way it turns out. I think it's really cute. I actually like it better than the original Father's Choice block. So because of the sizing though, you are doing some cutting this month that's a little bit different. Some of the cuts are going to be at 1/4 inch and 3/4 inch increments. And that's really the most difficult part of the block this month. Once again this month, we're going to start off by making half square triangles. I'm guessing you guys are getting kind of tired of the half square triangles because we have done a lot of those. But this month they are 1 3/4 inch finished, which means you're trimming them to 2 1/4. So you are going to make 16 half square triangles with the green plaid and the cream stripe. And you're going to trim these. They are oversized the way that I've written the pattern. So you're going to need to trim them to 2 1/4. Now your regular Tucker trimmer 1 ruler isn't going to work for that. So to trim them to that 1/4 inch size, you are going to need a Tucker trimmer 2. Or you could also use your regular ruler. But if you're a Tucker fan like me, you may already have this ruler, or you might want to add it to your collection. Check your local quilt shop. I'm sure they have it. We do have it at Peaceful Gathering. The difference between the 1 and the 2 is the 2 does the trimming, trims units and blocks to those 1/4 inch increments and 3/4 inch increments. So when you go to use this, we are trimming these half square triangles to 2 1/4. So I'm going to use the side with the little quarter circle, and I'm going to find my 2 1/4 inch box, and I still have all those nice diagonal lines. So just like you did with the Tucker Trimmer 1, the Tucker Trimmer 2 works the same way, and that's what you're going to use this month to trim these little half square triangles. So once you've made all 16 of those, you are going to sew them together into some units that look like this, and you'll make 8 of these units, 4 for each of the 2 blocks. And then the next unit we're going to make this month is very simple. It's just 2 rectangles put together, and I actually wrote the pattern so that you're going to strip piece this, which is much nicer than putting these little tiny rectangles together. So the way the pattern's written, you will be sewing together 2 strips that are 14 inches by 2 1/4, a pink one and a green one. And then once you have this strip set made, you'll press it towards the pink, and then you're going to cross cut this into 1 1/2 inch segments. All right, so you can see, you'll take your rotary cutter, cross cut it into your segments, and you'll have these, all of these cut in no time. All right, you're going to cut these into 8, you're going to need 8 of these 1 1/2 inch segments. Once you have your segments and your corner units, the block goes together very easily into 3 rows. And I'll just show you a picture of the pattern. You can see how you're going to put it into the 3 rows. There are pressing directions along the way. Sew your 3 rows together, and that's it. Nice and simple. So again, there's the finished block. It's my Father's Choice variation, or Katie screwed up, but it made it work. And we'll see you again next month for month 9. Thanks.